Yo, what is going on, Shuffle Squad? I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to be looking at probably the black sheep when it comes to decks in Paldea Evolved. We got a new deck out of it. No, it's not Tinglu or Meowscarada, and no, it's not Skeledirge. It is actually United Wings. It's a single prize archetype that can do some pretty decent damage, but the big thing about it is that Lost Box still is really good. So sit back, relax, and let's look at the deck profile and gameplay of United Wings.
The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Ultimate Guard, PTCGL Store, and Atlas TCG. Check out the description below for discount codes and affiliate links to support the squad. Now it's time for the video.
Alright, so United Wings, what does it do? Well, it's a little archetype that is new to Paldea Evolved that says you can do 20 times damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile that has United Wings. So basically, you're going to get all these United Wing Pokemon into the discard, and then you can start attacking with cards like Murkrow, where it only needs one Dark Energy. Get a couple in there, you're one-shotting Mew VMAXs all day long. You also have a really good electric type with Wattrel. Wattrel can KO things like Lugia and other water types, not Chien-Pao because it is weak to metal, but you can take out things like Palkia pretty easily with a Wattrel. This is the other United Winger, and our last United Wing Pokemon is going to be Flamigo. It has Instaflock. It's the only United Wings Pokemon with an ability that lets you find other United Wings Pokemon. So you put him onto the bench. If you play him from your hand onto the bench, you can search your deck for 3 other Flamigo, put them in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. This is great for filling your hand up with United Wing Pokemon or just Flamigo, and being able to dump them with cards like Ultra Ball or other cards like our 2 copies of Kirlia. Kirlia has the refinement ability, and I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with Kirlia by now because of Gardevoir. Well, it's not just a Gardevoir card. In this, it's actually very good at dumping United Wings Pokemon to power up our birds. But it's not our only attacker. Believe it or not, Ditto is in here as well. Ditto is able to copy any attack from a basic non-rule box Pokemon in your discard, so that way you can use Ditto with all of your United Wing Pokemon in the discard, increasing your attack damage, which is super good. Lastly, we do have a free retreater, Cyclizar. It does have Touring, where you could draw 2 cards, but a nice free retreat Pokemon nonetheless, and he's bulky. We do have Radiant Tsareena here to heal up some Pokemon, just in case you do get some damage counters on you. And lastly, for Pokemon, 2 copies of Ralts. 2 copies of Ralts, 1 copy of Manaphy, so you don't get Greninja. So really solid lineup here. We have 1 copy of Echoing Horn, because sometimes it's nice to be able to Echoing Horn something weak to dark and then swing heavy onto it. 2 copies of Escape Rope. 2 copies of Heavy Ball, because having United Wing Pokemon in the prize cards can actually be very damaging to you. You want to get them out of there and you want them in the discard, so very good card there. 4 copies of Level Ball. Now, every United Wing Pokemon except for Flamigo is actually 90 HP, or under 90 HP. Murkrow and Wattrel are 60 HP, but your Kirlia is also under 90 HP, so you can start setting up, and so is your Ditto. You have 2 copies of Nest Ball here, 1 copy of Pal Pad to get your supporters back in deck, 1 copy of Rescue Carrier, 1 copy of Super Rod, 2 Trekking Shoes, 4 Ultra Ball, so you can dump those United Wing Pokemon, 1 copy of PokéStop, 2 copies of Boss's Orders, 4 copies of Professor's Research, 2 copies of Serena, 1 copy of Thorton. Thorton's actually really interesting here, because if you do have a Pokemon in play like Cyclizar that's just not a very good card in a certain matchup, you can go ahead and Thorton it into a Pokemon that you need. 3 copies of Double Turbo and 5 copies of Darkness Energy. This is actually an inspired list from Ethan. I'm going to butcher your name, buddy, and I do apologize, but Ethan Medjevic from Late Night 108. They went 5-3 with this. They were close to actually getting into their phase 2 with this deck. It was super cool. The only difference here is I'm playing 3 double turbos and I took out the Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly, I don't want to have a 2 prizer in the list if I'm trying to go for that single prizer, so I did take that out and added a 3rd double turbo. But you guys can definitely check out the list in the description below. That is where we put all of our lists here on the Shuffle Squad, so you guys can try it out. So let's take this on the ladder and see how it does. Alright guys, so here we go into our very first matchup with United Wings. I'm very excited to give this deck a shot. It's something that I definitely wanted to try for myself, and I'm very excited to actually be able to showcase it here. So let's see if we can actually get a good game under our belt. We do want to go first. I do appreciate it so much. Let's see if we can get a decent starting hand as well. And, you know, it's actually not bad. It's really not that bad. So we can start Ditto here. And we do have a Flamigo in hand, so we can find other Flamigo and dump them with Ultra Ball, which is very, very nice. But we'll see what our opponent is able to set up here. It looks like we are up against some sort of water deck. Just by the water energy, it just seems that way. But we'll see. We'll see. We will definitely find out. Let's see, though. Here comes their active Pokemon. We are actually going to get an extra card, too, because they did mulligan. And it is a Murkrow. Let's go. Love to see that. It's Chien-Pao. Okay, so Chien-Pao. Got a double turbo, so our Flamigo could attack next turn, but so could our Ditto. Let's go ahead and use Flamigo, and we're going to use that Insta-Flock, and hopefully we have all three. We do have all three. Love to see that. That's what we want to see here. Ultra Ball will get rid of both of the Flamigos. They can go see you later. And as much as I do want to Ralts, I think getting the Kirlia here is probably a little bit better. It'd be nice to get another Pokemon to dump. We do have all of our Wattrel. We have all of our Murkrow, because remember, one is in hand, and we did have all of our Flamigos. We did prize a Ditto, though. So honestly, not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and put down Nest Ball here so we can get ourselves a Ralts in play, so that way we can Kirlia later. We can put down PokéStop as well, and we'll use PokéStop, see if we can hit any. Nice. And Manaphy going away. Honestly, does stink, but we do have the Thorton. We do have the Thorton, so we could put another United Wing Pokemon in the discard to keep our Manaphy, because the last thing we want is to actually see Greninja get used, so we're definitely going to want to do that. Do have a Level Ball in hand. Let's see here. Anything else? We could just thin out the deck as much as possible. Honestly, here I will get a Wattrel. I will get a Wattrel here. And I will 20-40. We do minus 20. So just 20 damage so far. I will attach the double turbo to Flamigo, because then we can escape rope next turn, and then we'll pass the turn. We will pass the turn. Luckily for us, we do have a Pokemon in play that we could Thornton away, so that does put another United Wing Pokemon into the discard. That's a good reason to have Thornton in the deck as well, because if you do have a Pokemon that you've discarded that is extremely crucial to the matchup, like this Manaphy, knowing that your opponent plays Greninja, it's going to be very nice to be able to get that Manaphy back in play. They might make, you know, the moves to try and build up that Greninja as fast as possible without realizing that Thornton could actually save us, so we'll see if we can actually pull that off. That's a very important thing that we need to be able to do. Sealed cards, yep. Go ahead and do your thing, Chien-Pao. We'll see if you're actually able to get set up here. You need to get your Frigibacks in play for sure. Getting a Palkia, and Wattrel loves hitting Palkias, that is for sure. So something we could definitely boss into. And we also have Escape Rope. We also have Escape Rope, so that is something we could do. Okay, so there's a Frigibacks. Frigibacks is chilling. Yeah, I mean, we could just literally escape rope next turn. We do have Thornton. We can put one more Pokemon in the discard, like Wattrel, so that's 60, that's 40. And then if we refine, so we Thornton and Kirlia, that's 80 minus 20, that's 60. So if they give us either the Frigibacks or the Bibarel, we're gonna be fine. No big deal. Pretty decent top deck, honestly. Let's go ahead and evolve. And you can see they're building up the Greninja. They are building up the Greninja. Let's go ahead and Kirlia away this Flamigo. Another Wattrel here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and Thornton then. We're going to get Manaphy, and we're going to get rid of Murkrow. Seems pretty good. We'll go ahead and PokéStop. Nice. Ultra Ball is pretty good. And we got rid of another Murkrow. So we're going to get rid of one Wattrel. And we're going to get rid of the Level Ball. We want to keep a Wattrel in hand, because it does hit the Palkia for weakness, which is good. So we'll get a Murkrow here. And from here, we will... we could just attack with Ditto, but honestly, getting Flamigo into the discard will only help boost our attack. So we're gonna do that for sure. And now that we have that Manaphy, it feels pretty good. I do want to get another... Ooh, how much are we doing right now? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So we're doing 100. And then with Wattrel, we could do 200. Yeah, it's not worth it. We'll just go ahead and put Wattrel on bench and give it an energy. And we'll just do our 100 here. Could have got a knockout if we just got one more United Wing Pokemon into the discard. So close, but so far. But hey, 100 damage here, not bad going second. And all they can really do is knock out one prizers. And the more they knock out is the more damage they're doing. So for instance, if we didn't have the Wattrel and we had another Flamigo or just the Ditto and they had this Palkia stuck in play, we could literally swing 120 damage on it, even if it got a knockout. If it somehow like got all 3 energy on it, we could definitely get a knockout on it next turn because we'll swing 120 because Flamigo would be going into the discard. So we'll see what our opponent's actually able to do here. That Escape Rope might have actually really hurt them as well. Okay, we're going to see an Ultra Ball, though. They probably play Lumineon, right? Oh, you know what they're going to do? I know exactly what they're going to do. Yep, they're going to get Palkia. They're going to get Palkia, use their V-Star ability so they can knock out our Flamigo. But then we're just going to come in and get a knockout with Wattrel, so it doesn't even really matter too much. We do have a Rescue Carrier in hand as well, so we start running out of these attackers. We can put them back in hand, which is nice. The only Pokemon we can't put back in hand is Flamigo, but honestly, we could just copy the attack with Ditto anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so Palkia doing Palkia things. And yeah, they are building up that Greninja like crazy. And we do have the Rescue Carrier, so even if they do like boss up Manaphy, we can pick it up with Rescue Carrier. The only scary thing is if they play Lost Cities. So Lost Cities could actually really hurt this deck. Let's see though. Let's see what our opponent is capable of doing. And they do have Lumineon. That's a nice boss target for Wattrel, if I'm being 100% honest with you. They do have a boss. Are they just going to boss out my Manaphy here? For your sake, I hope not. Unless you have a Lost City. I hope you don't do that. You're going to go for it, aren't you? You are going for it. Wow, okay. Do you have a Lost City in hand, though? Because I'm going to make this hurt. I'm going to make this hurt pretty bad. I got that Rescue Carrier locked and ready to go. You didn't have it. That's a mistake. That is a mistake. You have definitely messed up here, buddy. You have definitely messed up big time. You're going to let the birds do their job. Another double turbo. So we are doing 200, which is a knockout, which I like it. That is pretty nice. We're going to go ahead and Rescue Carrier, though. We're going to pick up the Manaphy, and we're going to pick up Murkrow. And the reason I'm picking up the Murkrow is because I'm going to just refine it away. We're going to get deeper into the deck, so we're going to keep the damage output the same. Nice. We will put Manaphy back down. We are going to Trekking Shoes. Do we want this Ultra Ball? I'm going to say no. I don't want that Ultra Ball. Echoing Horn could actually be good. Let's go ahead and PokéStop. Trekking Shoes. Another Wattrel and a Dark Energy, so that's fine. Do I want this? You know what? I will take that, actually, because then Ditto can start copying the attacks of Murkrow in the discard, so we'll take it. And United Wings, we're going to do 240 damage to Palkia here. See ya later, buddy. You never stood a chance to the bird. Get 2 prize cards. And, oh, nice. We got a Heavy Ball. We got a Heavy Ball. Unfortunate, though, because we wanted to get the other Kirlia out of our prizes. We do have a Kirlia currently prized. We also need to desperately find a boss's orders. If we can boss out this homie and get a knockout, that's going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Because then we still have the Echoing Horn, and then we can fill up their bench with the Palkia, and then boss that out later as well. So definitely want to make sure that we're using our bosses optimally in this matchup. Nest Ball. And look, they've already got 2 energy locked and loaded on the Greninja. So they've kind of like allocated their resources a little early, expecting big knockouts with the Greninja because we're playing such little Pokemon. But it might end up hurting them in the long run. Okay, so they Nest Balled here and did not grab anything. So that could indicate that they don't want to fill up their bench for some reason. They might have something in hand. PokéStop, they're going to get a Nest Ball and a VIP pass, dumping another energy. Okay. Oh yeah, and they've used their V-Star power too, so that is unfortunate. Hey, whoa, chill, bud. You getting rid of my PokéStop? What if I needed that, bro? That's messed up. That is messed up. It's fine though, because now I don't feel obligated to use it every turn, which could actually end up hurting me, because if I use it, then yeah, I could end up dumping a boss's orders, which I don't want to do. Okay, they are actually using the Nest Ball to dump their hand, so that way they can draw into something with Barrel, but they're deciding to INO here, which is totally fair. Does think that we lost our homie, what's it called? Echoing Horn. We lost our Echoing Horn, which not good. The other bad thing that I'm seeing here too is they don't have their Baxcalibur in play. So if they actually don't evolve this thing next turn, I might just boss it out to get a KO and kind of reset them from there. As much as I do want to get the 2 prizes. It looks like they might be getting there, though. They might be getting there because they did just Ultra Ball to get back Excalibur. But if they don't, we're going to use this boss's orders for sure. No, they got there. They got there. Still, though, we could actually still just boss this back Excalibur. We could just end up doing that. Although, end of the day, what is it really going to get us? I think you just want to go for the double knockout. Get the 2 prize KO and then try to dig for the... Yeah, we can just try and dig for the, what's it called? The horn again. We know it's at the bottom of our deck, which is a little unfortunate. But if we can find any card that lets us shuffle the deck, like Level Ball or Ultra Ball, we'll be fine. Probably, hopefully, put it back towards the top so we can draw into it with Refinement. Okay, so Super Cold can do its thing. Attaching energy. What I would do here is, because Lumineon is such a liability, I was about to say, because Lumineon is such a liability, I would literally attach to the Pal, retreat, and then accelerate onto the Lumineon so that we could put it back into the deck and it stops being such a huge liability. So really good play there by my opponent, I gotta say. That was smart. That's exactly what you want to do in this situation. But we still can get a knockout next turn. Maybe not on the Pal, but we do have a boss's orders in hand. How much damage are we doing next turn? We're doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Hey, I was looking at that. I was looking at that. What you doing? All right, Ditto. Time to shine, buddy. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. It's Nest Ball here. Let's grab ourselves a Ditto. It seems fine. Ditto's able to do things too. Heavy Ball can get us another Ditto. Inspect board. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see all of the cards. Oh, our other boss is actually in the prizes. Not good. Not good at all. All right, let's go ahead and Refinement. We'll get rid of the Dark Energy here. We got the Echoing Horn back, actually. We got it back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Echoing Horn. We're going to get the Palkia back on bench. That feels good. We're only doing 160. 160 is perfect numbers. So we're going to go for the back Excalibur here. Why can't I United Wings? Okay, there it is. It was just being weird. There it is. It was just showing me all of them. It's just showing me all of them. Okay, so back Excalibur is gone. Like that, because now they can't accelerate anything. So we're kind of just chilling at this point. And yeah, Radiant. Okay, Radiant Greninja can 100% knock out my Ditto. That's fine. Don't care. We don't care about that. Okay, drawing 2 here. They want to try and get another Frigibax in play. They might be regretting not setting a second Frigibax because they played all those Nest Balls earlier just to thin out their hand to draw with the barrel, but just ended up Ionoing. Or using Iono. So, kind of hurt them in the long run, if I'm being honest. Okay, here's Irida. Yeah, we're pretty much just setting ourselves up for, like, Wattrel KO. Although, can we Wattrel KO? We have one DTE hiding away somewhere. Because there's one in play here. And there's one in the discard. So, if we could find another DTE plus Wattrel, we could just boss out Palkia, get KO. Which is going to be nice. That's going to be really nice. Okay, so 90 damage done to poor Ditto. Sad day for Ditto. Okay, so we know that we're doing 160. We do minus 20, so that'll be 140, which is more than enough to knock out a Greninja. There's the DTE. Okay. I'm liking that. Let's go ahead and Refinement. I will get rid of the Ultra Ball here. We got the Level Ball. And we got a Serena. Okay. Honestly, I don't think we go for it this turn. I think we wait a turn. So we're going to go for Wattrel here. We're going to get the Wattrel down. We're going to give it the double turbo. We'll hold on to the Serena. We'll just get a KO on this Greninja. With 3 cards in hand, we haven't done much. They might think we have nothing. We also have a boss in prizes, so Kirlia is nice. Nice to see you chilling. So we do have the knockout next turn. Yeah, they're just going to scoop it up. There's nothing you can do. The birds are just too strong. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think of United Wings. I think it's super fun. I think it's unique. I say unique, but we've seen this before, right? We've seen this with Night March. We've seen this with Mad Party. We've seen this before. But it's unique because it's all birds, and I love birds. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I think it's super fun. It hits just the right matchups. Then you're probably going to do pretty well. I will say you're probably going to struggle against Lost Box because Sableye is a thing, and that is going to be painful to go up against. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out our description so you can hit up some of our amazing sponsors. It's one of the best ways that you guys can help the Shuffle Squad besides watching these videos and liking and subscribing and all that stuff. So if you want to secure yourself some cool swag or even some coaching, definitely check out the description below. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, stay safe and be kind.
You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.